10-minute Tuesday's back, guys. So I am struggling getting videos up. We have a ton going on. We got most of this garden planted. This is all seeds mostly. My wife made some signs so that we know what crops are coming up where. I guess until the crops come up, and then we should be able to tell. But yeah, we still have this garden right there. There's a little garden that we gotta do, and there's another one over here by the chicken coop. Those are all getting plants that have already been started and are in the garage, waiting to get put in the ground. We were just kind of nervous about the cold weather, but it looks like it's going to be warm from now on. So yeah, tons of work. We got new baby chicks I had to add a coop onto right there. Brooder coop, I guess, is what I'll use it for. And we are trying a new thing this year. This is why gardening just took a lot out of us. We are going to try wood chips. The sun shines all day, every day here in southern Idaho. We get a little bit of sprinkles in the spring and the fall, but otherwise it's sunny, and I don't know what type of soil we have, but we water it and then it bakes in the sun. It gets hard and the weeds get hard to pull. So we are going to try the back to Eden method, which is covering it in wood chips. And we realize this is a couple-year process, so we'll see what we can do, and hopefully in a couple years we'll have a zeroed in garden. We do have a few fruit trees here, pear and a straggling apple tree and some wine grapes. I think it's wine grapes. They're not really good to eat because the seeds are almost as big as the grape. Anyway, that brings me to the question of the day. A viewer asked if an Amish family would teach them how to can, just can food and stuff. And that is a tricky question. I've heard other people ask, can you go work with an Amish farmer or go help them, or get taught by him and stuff, and maybe. I mean, you can try for sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember the viewer's name, and I don't know if it was a male or female. It looked like you might have been male. So that's even trickier because all the women do the canning, and that would just be really awkward for the lady to be teaching a man how to can, right? Because women and men in the Amish community are separated. Like in church they separate. The men sit with the men, the women with the women. When they hang out, have dinners at people's houses, if they don't eat at the same table, if there's large amount of people, then the men eat together, the women eat together. They separate, right? And that would just, having an outsider come in and be working with a woman, I don't know. It'd be awkward for her, I would think, for sure. But you can try. You could go ask. If you are a male, go to the husband. Go to a male Amish person and ask him, like, hey, I want to learn how to can. Is there, like, do you know of anybody that would be willing to teach me, an Amish Amish lady or person to teach me? And maybe his wife is interested. Maybe he knows somebody. I don't know. Don't go to the woman if you're a male. If you are a female, go to the ladies. Don't go to the man. It's just I don't know, less awkward that way. But if you are a male and she does agree to it, then take a female with you. If you're married, take your wife. If you're not married, take a female friend that might also be interested. That way there's, a safety zone there. So there's not just you and her. But I don't know if that makes any sense, hopefully. So, but as far as having somebody teach you, or for the people who ask whether they could go help on a farm for a day or a week or so, or go live with Amish, like, one thing you guys have to realize is Amish people they're not out for your entertainment. they have lives, right? They are busy people daily. They have a lot of work they need to get done, and they aren't, yeah, they aren't there as a zoo exhibit or, doing tutorials, right? They have their own lives and they're in their own little world, and having somebody come in and working with them for a day or two, I thought it was a spider. It's just my mic cord. I don't like spiders. But yeah, having somebody come in and work with you for a day, it's somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. It just takes a lot longer to get the work done, and it can be a nuisance for them. So, although, for sure, go ask an Amish family. Go do that. There's no harm in asking. It's just, you just make sure that, be okay with not. If they're kind of hesitant, then just back away and don't do it. It's, because it is, they have their lives, their daily lives, and when somebody steps in it, it ruins their plans, it ruins their routine, it ruins, it's just not normal for them, and it's could be a nuisance. It could be just kind of a hindrance to them, and I don't know what, I struggle with the proper words. Yeah, I don't know. It can be a bother to them, right? They don't really necessarily enjoy it. It's awkward for them to hang around non-Amish people because they're just not used to it. They're so used to being around other Amish people that have the same way of thinking, that have the same mindset. So that's where they're the most comfortable. When somebody from the outside comes in, it's just more awkward. We had friends, non-Amish friends. I remember as a kid that would stop in and my parents enjoyed their company, and we went up to their house. They came down quite a bit, but it was still like, I remember my parents kind of groaning a little bit because it was just, I don't know, it was just awkward, I guess. They're just so used to going about their lives in their way. But there is no harm in asking. Amish people will not bite you. Go talk to them in public. Go find them in grocery stores. Go wherever, and talk to them. If you see a guy out there plowing in the field, go talk to him. Go ask him. Some don't want anything to do with outsiders, really. Others will love to share their side of things. They sometimes they love explaining their way of life. It just all kind of depends on the person. So. So yeah, don't go ask. Don't be shy. Just be okay with if they're hesitant. Don't look like they really like it, and just back off. Not a big deal. But as far as canning goes, I know Amish are known for their food preservation, for their great tasting food, and their ways of doing it, and they do have awesome recipes. They do have, because they're such a tight-knit community, they share with each other, and the best stuff continues to be used, right? The best recipes, the best ways of doing things get shared, and that's what obviously you're always going to pick the best way. So yeah, that is true. They are good at that stuff, but there is tons of YouTube videos out there where you can learn all this stuff, right? So just, don't, go check those out. Those guys are doing the same thing. I understand some people don't learn that great from YouTube videos. They're better with hands-on. But there's also non-Amish people that are willing to teach you, that are just as good as Amish people in canning and food preservation and, doing these things. I keep trying to convince my brother-in-law, who, my brother-in-law and sister, they have probably like a 50 cow or organic dairy, and they still farm with horses and all that. I keep convincing him to grab a camera and start a YouTube channel, because how many people would watch an Amish person go about his daily farming routine? Wouldn't that be awesome? The problem is it's not allowed. He can't do it, so unfortunately, even I can't follow him around with a camera. I would love to. I might even move back to Indiana just to do that. Here is our baby chicks. Let me see if I can open this. Oh, yep. See, there you go. Those are the grown-up ones now. They're half grown. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of harsh light. Then we have these. Oh, look at those darlings. They're kind of growing up too. Oh, hang on. Let me switch that. Look at you guys. You guys are growing up. Those are Barnavillers? Barnavillers? I don't know. Beautiful brown birds, I think. Get the camera out here. Those guys escaped. I built this coop. I added, so we had the original coop, and I built this one on this year as a brooder because I wanted to hopefully have the hens raise baby chicks, and we'll just move them over into here, and they obviously can get outside and go underneath the coop, and then all the way over here as you can probably see them back there, right there. They can come out from underneath their coop and into this area, so they get used to the bigger chicks, and hopefully I was hoping they get familiar with each other, so when we do put them together that they don't get picked on, the babies. So hopefully, how are you ladies? You guys are getting old. You're gonna stop laying. I don't want to kill you guys, but I'm afraid that's what's gonna have to happen. Yeah, I don't know. I think I overdid the coop a little. That's how I tend to build everything. So be it. It's beautiful. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. Yeah, just a little update here. We have been super busy this spring with the new gardening techniques, with the new baby chicks, but hopefully it'll be tapering off here. I can get a root cellar built and a greenhouse for my wife by this fall. We'll see. But I need to keep videos coming up. I do have more in the oven, so they are in the editor. They are ready, getting worked on. So watch for those. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. This is the Amish Potato. I am CJ. See you next time.